month number 7. I've noticed on these videos I keep saying hello right at the beginning, and I'm going to try not to say it anymore. So we're on month number 7 of our French General quilt.
Ooh.
No, Mark. Can you just scan on the table? Right, in this we've got pinwheel sections, half square triangles joined together, make a nice little row. You should be expert at those. Appliqué heart section.
Lovely.
Lovely. Really, really easy. We've done the appliqué section before. It's just the same. You could decorate this in any way you want, put lots more stitchery on, entirely up to you. Then we're on to cropped hearts. We haven't done these before. If you look at that picture there, there are 2 sizes of cropped hearts in one packet. This is the large cropped heart. All that means is it's got an extra row in it and it's got a border. So those are the pieces there, Mark. See those? Those are the pieces for the large cropped heart.
They look nothing like a cropped heart at the moment.
But they will though.
Okay.
They'll all be.
We'll believe you, won't we?
Well, yeah. Then we're gonna make a small cropped heart. Follow all the instructions. Arrange your pieces as you like. You will notice that Mark has put a little one of these in the packet with the small heart pieces, just in case you thought, how am I going to know which is the big, which is the small, what's going on? So I've just laid them out as per our pieces of paper pattern, that's called a pattern, as you want to do them. I've stitched one row together because it's very, very easy. It's like all patchwork though, you know, the more pieces, the more complex, makes it more interesting. So, you know, just take your time and enjoy. And this is a nice thing to do because it can go in different things. Like this is, we've got a large and a small. The small's got 1 solid row and 3 shaped. The big one's got 2 solid rows. It could be 3. You can adjust them, you can crop them, put borders on them. Yeah, cushions. And they make a nice addition to a quilt. If you're thinking, you might be thinking now, I think I could design a quilt. But, you know, all of these things, think about the way you can use them differently as well. So on this one, we're not doing half square triangles. We're doing joining triangles together. So I want to just explain how we do this. Now you think, oh God, I know how to do that. But just give you the pointers of what it's best to do. So could you come to the sewing machine? So you put your pieces right sides together as per normal, right? What you've got to remember, this is a bias edge, quite a long bias edge as well. So that's why we often do a fast-pieced half square triangle to avoid the bias edge. But with this, if you've got triangles, you've got more variety in the way you can put them down. So that's why I've given you triangles. You probably think I'm mad. Why does she keep giving us all these different things? But you know, it's just a different process. So we're going to stitch 1/4 inch and we're keeping our foot, like when we join a seam, on the edge of the fabric. Now what you want to do, you want to let the machine do the work. I'm just going to go really slowly. You see that? Can you see that, Mark?
See what? Maybe looking at. I can see the triangle.
Can you see it stretching then?
Yeah, I can see it just cut. Yeah.
So it's very tempting to do that. You sort of hang on here and it stretches that bias edge. And it's not much, but you know, try to avoid it. So what you're doing is you're steering your fabric. You're not pulling it like that. You're just gently doing across your seam. And that's the way to deal with a bias edge. Now you can see there, it's running out a little, very, very smidgel. But if you just tuck it under and put it back down, it'll be perfect. Like so. Keep your finger on it as long as you dare. Because we all know this, and you'll have all done it, this is where you go off a little bit. When you get to the end, you think...
Wanders.
It does. It just does it on its own. Yeah. Nothing to do with us. So then I'm going to press this. I'll press it towards the print fabric. Okay. Just away from me as normal. Away from me as normal. And then I'm going to snip off my ears. Ow! dear. What are we going to do with him, girls? Right.
And boys, is men doing it as well?
Putting it back in its position here, right? And you can see that it'll become the same size as a square, because there's a square down there. Look at that, spot on. Can you go to the bottom row now with your camera? Right, so you can see I've repeated that process twice, and then I've added the squares onto the sides. I'm just going to flip now to show you how what my pressing's done. So as I've said before, when you've got a join in a piece, a square, press it towards a piece without, if you can. If they've all got joins in, you just got to do the best you can. So I've pressed the middle ones out towards the edge, out towards the edge. Now here, this is quite bulky if you put all of that to one side. Look, it's like a pinwheel. If you spread that seam and press it flat open, it reduces the bulk here. So if you can do that, I think it's, it does want to lie flatter, so I opened it like that. When you've done that, you just join all of your rows, all of your rows, all of your rows, all of your rows, and then join your rows together as per normal. And then if you're cropping, you just crop to whatever I've told you to. I can't remember what that is now. Look at that, doesn't it look lovely there? This one doesn't look as if it is cropped. It's not. It's the other one that's cropped a little bit at the side.
It does say there is no cropping.
Does it?
Yep. On this one.
It's a long time since I made this quilt, you know.
I know, yeah.
So no cropping on this one, but there is on the other one. And my tip for the cropping is draw it on with a erasable pen, pencil, whatever you like. Measure, check, and then cut it off afterwards. Don't go straight in with your rotary cutter, because I, might have done that myself and chopped a bit too much off. So draw it on and double check before you snip a bit off the edges. So that's our small heart. Large is the same-ish. You've done applique and pinwheels. Don't forget to open your seams. Don't be afraid to open your seams. I only do it where there's a lot of bulk. So just go with that and see how you feel. That's month number 7. Over and out. On to the next one next month. Bye.